Morning guys, Wednesday 26th of August. Just thinking that yesterday I when I got some stuff to cover the weeds, some ground sheet stuff from home base, and had to get a few other bits, and then managed to get some oil for my hair, which I've been out of for ages. I knew there was this one particular shop probably would have it, but it's a little way away from where I live, so I managed to get that. And then just also had a little bit of a potter. I was wandering past a shop and just had a little mooch. It was one of these ones where they've got little trinkets and yeah, just nice little objects and things. I just got a couple of little stones for my objects I use in my work and stuff. And then in between all that, I was still doing other work and bits and pieces, following up, my emails and other stuff, and reading. But what struck me was, it did feel quite nice to not feel like, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, I've got deadlines with particular pieces of work, and I just thought, yeah, it's nice just to feel I've got that little bit of breathing space in between. I did have moments where I'd sort of be like, I was also watching some stuff on Netflix that I was just finishing off. Bloodlines, a particular series I've been watching, and there was a few moments where I did feel a tiny little bit guilty by that. I mean, sort of a few moments of thinking, should be doing this, should be doing that. And I did let go of the guilt after a little while, and I might have another little moment, then I'd sort of, okay, because otherwise if I'm sort of, what tends to happen is, if I'm sort of thinking, really, I should be doing this, should be doing that, could be doing this, could be doing that, then it affects what I'm actually doing. So I'm not really feeling completely immersed and relaxed and present to what I'm doing anyway. And I'm also then left in a little bit of, say, limbo, really. So I'm neither in, fully immersing myself in 100% in one place or another. And that's not I don't really like that feeling anyway, that, I'm neither in or there. It's a bit like, I prefer it what I call clear cut. So for example, let's say that, I don't know, I've decided, right, today is supposed to be, they said, the forecast is supposed to be really nice, really sunny, and in my mind I've gone, right, I'm gonna do some stuff in the garden. Then I'm going to have a couple of hours sunshine, and then I'm going to do X, Y and Z, whatever. And then the forecast isn't spot on. The weather changes, it's grey, it's rainy, there's lots of cloud covering, and that sense of, I'm just going to do this now, but actually, weather's not quite what I thought. Maybe I'll change my mind, I'll do some stuff inside instead, do some other work. But then, when I'm doing that bit of work, I'm perhaps looking outside, wondering looking out for if it's going to change. It's like, it's like, no, man, you're either going to do one thing or another. you're either in that or you're in something else. But that probably links to yesterday a bit when I was showing that, you know, the half-hearted sort of bit here, bit there, just doesn't feel like I'm fully present, fully immersed, fully satisfied either with, you know, what I've committed to doing. So it's quite important. I'm gonna do something, then, you know, I've committed to doing it, not half in, half out. And therefore, turn it on its head, it would be good to also give that same way of thinking to downtime, or to pottering time, or breathing space, because when I do have that sort of time, I do still tend to, probably thinking about, oh, I'll also do a bit of this and a bit of that, which tends to be a little bit more work related, and before you know it, not really had that full, just being in the moment, sort of having some downtime, what I call, and breathing space. So it's interesting, because I think when you've sort of worked for yourself for so long as well, because you're so on all the time, and in a way it's like you're very conscious that your time is your work and your money and so on. So I think you can also get into a habit of just it's on your radar all of the time. I've often said to people, it's actually, for me to fully, if you like, let go of thinking. I think that's having any sort of work-related stuff in my thought process. It's actually the time I can do that, or tend to do that, is actually when I'm away. What I mean by away is being physically away as well, from my base, from my home, from my work, from my laptop. I am actually quite good, and I've got so many days and they're very focused, clear. This is a holiday day, but I'm not, at home. Then generally I'm pretty good like that. And in fact, if I've sort of gone abroad and stuff, I haven't got a problem putting my phone on flight mode and not checking it and stuff. I think that's a good thing to be able to do. So yeah, I think where possible, I think that's what I need to sort of remind myself as well, really, and that, maybe works for other people, is that if I am going to really commit to having a day or two, even just a day or two really, where it's what I call a holiday, a day off, shall I say, from my work, then I need to be physically away from the work as well. Just sort of switch off that little bit more. Different ways that you get to switch off. I mean, as in, you know, really switch off, not just pay lip service. Some downtime, some breathing space, some meandering time. And what do you need to sort of put in place to make that happen? I know when I've sort of explored this previously, in, for example, with my own supervision, I have and a lot of people work electronically, and I do, but when it comes to my diary, I still have a very big A4 file of facts, which actually, paper diary, which just works really well for me. Well, get up! No! No! So, complete distraction there. She's just about to roll in something, I suspect smelly poo, so, but yeah, sort of, writing in my diary, to literally say, right, that day is a day off or a day out, not a day of work. Because you can get very used to your other days that people might perceive to be, I don't know, like say a weekend where somebody's like, oh yeah, Saturday and Sunday I don't work. It doesn't, that's not how it works for me within my work, and hasn't done for a long time. And in fact, actually, some of the courses I also deliver are on weekends as well. So, yeah, just thinking about actions that are needed to just create more space, more downtime in my diary. So I shall actually, in fact, now I'm saying that, I'm going to look ahead in my diary for the next month or so and just make sure that I've got that little bit more time planned. So guys, have the rest of a wowsy, bit windy, so W at the moment, but quite a bit of a mix really, it's blue and bright as well as a little bit of cloud. So yeah, have the rest of a great Wednesday, and I shall speak to you later guys. Take care, bye.